during Writer's Workshop, I was meeting with some of my friends. I didn't get to meet with everyone, but I did get to meet with some of my friends, and so I want to share some of those things. One of the things that I noticed was Jack was working on his book, Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3. I love it. And I want y'all to notice, he's got his title. Look at his illustrations. He had a lot of detail, and then we've got our author here. Now, Jack is not done with this book. He's written all the words, but he knows that he's waiting on pictures. But one of the things that I was talking to him about is when he first started writing, when he didn't know how to spell a word, he sat there and he raised his hand because he really wanted to spell it correctly. And Jack's gotten really good about not wasting his writing time. If I'm not right near him, he just does his best and he stretches it out. And so one of the words I saw that he did was he spelled job. And I was like, you did an awesome job writing the word job. And he goes, oh, well, I used our class jobs right over there. So I love what Jack did. When he was writing, he didn't just wait for me to help him spell job. He goes, oh, I know we have that word in our room because it says class jobs. Now, it says jobs with an S, but when he needed it, he didn't need it to have an S, so he left that off. I really like how you use something around the room to help you spell it. That is excellent. If you ever see something in the room, our sight word wall, any of the words we have written on the wall, use that to help you. Way to use your resources. Great job, Jack. Now, I want to look at another one. This one I was so excited about. Natalie wrote a book, and it's called All About Dogs, and then we see here the dogs. And she wrote a book, and without Mrs. Whitehead telling her, she started every sentence with a capital, and she had every sentence had a period at it. And so here we see, I see a red dog. Does her picture match her words?
Yes.
Sure does. And then here it says, I see a blue dog. Very cool. I see a purple dog. And she had, you don't see it right now, but she used to have purple written and she had it underlined and she moved on. Well, when Mrs. Whitehead met with her, I said, oh, I see you have purple underlined. What could we use to help you spell purple the right way? And she thought for a minute and then she goes, our poetry folder. And so she pulled out the poetry folder and found our poem all about different colors. She found purple and then she used that. I heard someone singing their kindergarten song about colors. You can use anything you have to help you remember how to spell. So I love how she fixed it, no more underline. And then the very end, look at this. I see a rainbow dog. And look, she did a rainbow dog. I like how the end has that little twist. And she used underline and move on. I love that she's using her strategies. Way to go. Thank you. And then also Landon is using his great strategies of underline and move on. Look. 3 different people, 3 different books. One about Beverly Hills Chihuahua, one about dogs, and one about rhinoceroses. And so Landon did a great job writing about rhinoceroses. He also had punctuation on every single page. And he had this word swim underlined, and I looked at him and I said, you know what, you did a great job sounding that out because it is spelled correctly. So we got to erase the underline and move on. And he had periods at the end of every sentence. We went back and fixed his capitals together, and that's something that he's working on. I love this. Rhinoceroses can be dangerous, and then rhinoceroses are awesome. He's doing a great job. He's got his writing and his pictures on every page. So another example of an author using his strategies. So I want you, when you're at Writer's Workshop, don't just sit there and wait until I'm with you. You can use your strategies of chunking words, underlining them, and moving on, and we'll work on them together when I come to your table and work with you. Okay? Great job. Now, I did have some kids that got up and came to talk to me while I was meeting with kids. Remember, if you get up to come talk to me, then I will not conference with you during that Writer's Workshop. I can only get to 1 or 2 tables, depending on how long we have. And so sometimes I need you to just work independently. But that's why we're learning all these strategies, so you can work independently without me. So make sure you pay attention during the learn part, so when you get to the right part, you have everything you need. Okay, let's give these 3 authors a looking good, because they did great. Way to go. I have some awesome authors in this class. Y'all are excellent writers.